Ride on the train.
I just want to say before the intro, the New Orleans Skanks are playing on Thursday Night Football right now against the Denver Broncos, and those uniforms are like straight doo doo boo boo kaduki. Fucking New Orleans Skanks. The fuck?
Shave wrong. Oh boy.
Now if it's a party, I'm know it slide through. Ain't why me shine with no.
Yes, sir.
Hey, bitch, I'm elevated.
Home team, home team.
What's
happening? Home team. This is what Blakberry Lorette. This is the Rex pick. We got Thursday Night Football going on right now, and we got the Rex pick going on right now. So I'm going to keep y'all in tune with what's going on Thursday Night Football. It's the New Orleans Skanks, the New Orleans Swamp Skanks, going up against the Denver Broncos in New Orleans. So I'm going to keep y'all posted on that. They wearing them Dookie Bookie Warrior goddamn looking damn uniforms, look like straight boo-boo foo-foo. The New Orleans Skanks. I don't know why in the hell they think that was something you would wear on retro night. Why are you wearing that on retro night? You had other options. Well, really, they best options been their latest options because they all look like straight doo-doo boo-boo, if you ask me. With that being said, appreciate y'all for coming. Y'all know what it is with me. It's the home team and nothing but the home team. So let's go ahead and get this thing kick-started. Right now. Now, if you don't know your boy Blakberry by now, I'm going to need you to crawl from underneath that rock. And I'm going to need you to just understand that you're looking at a phenomenon right now. You're looking at a phenom. That's what you're looking at right now. And when I say things, they hold a lot of weight. Because I'm usually saying some deep shit that make a whole lot of motherfucking sense. Miss Pam, what's going on, Miss Pam? Miss Pam say, hey, Blakberry and everyone in the chat. Happy Thursday. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Miss Pam? Listen, we got the Atlanta Falcons sitting at 4-2. We got the Atlanta Falcons number one in the NFC South. Now, of course, Tampa Bay Buccaneers also sitting at 4-2. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But the Falcons are sitting ahead of the division, 4-2, with Kirk Cousins in his first year behind center. Now, I'm not going to go all over the place with this shit tonight. We're going to have some structure about this shit because there's so much to talk about, so much conversation we can have at this point of the season, coming out of the first quarter of the season, getting into the second quarter of the season. It's a lot we could goddamn talk about. We can talk about how your boy Blakberry was questioning signing your boy Kirk Cousins. I didn't know if I liked it or not. I knew we were signing a good quarterback when healthy. I knew we were signing a quarterback that could make a difference in these close games that we seem to be haunted by for the last 4-5 years. I seen a quarterback that could help us with that. with Kirk Cousins. But did I know if I liked it? Nah, I didn't know. And if I'm keeping it a buck, I really thought the torn Achilles would rear its ugly head sooner than rather than later. I'm just telling you what I was thinking when I seen the signing. I'm not trying to put no hex on my birds. But this is what your boy was thinking when they did the signing. Now, I got to say this. Kirk Cousins is proving to me that he healthy. He proven to me that modern day science, modern day medical science has got your boy Kirk Cousins, or as Knight Rider like to call him, Kirk O'Bang, or Kirk O'Bang. I'm not familiar with urban lingo and all that shit these days. I've been out of the damn loop for quite some time. So forgive me if I don't say it right. But your boy Kirk O'Bangs, or Kirk O whatever the fuck, he looked like he's healthy. He looked like he's straight. Now, I don't know if that thing getting tender at the end of the night. At the end of the day, I don't know. Maybe he got to go home, and Mrs. Cousins got to oil that thing up, massage that thing, put that thing in an ice bath, Epsom salt bath that motherfucker, put some round that some bit. I don't know if that's what she got to do or not. But game time on game day, Kirk Cousins look like he good. He's straight. He good to go. He's moving laterally. He's able to move outside of the pocket when he have to. I'm seeing the differences in Kirk Cousins post injury. The differences are he just got more talent around him. It ain't even got nothing to do with Kirk Cousins. It ain't got nothing to do with him. It's the fact that he got a lot more talent he can go to now. Now in Minnesota, they had a similar setup, right? They tried to have a dual type backfield with Madison and what's his name that went to the Jets. They tried to have a dual backfield with them, but Madison, he was a fumble bumble. That boy can't hold on to the ball. And Dalvin Cook, he couldn't stay healthy. I think he was healthy for maybe 2.5 years out of his whole tenure there. He couldn't stay healthy. In the receiving group, now of course, Justin Jefferson, we already know he dynamic, but the other pieces on the receiving group were interchangeable, right? But they had a tight end they could go to most of the time when Kirk Cousins was there. They had a similar setup, but the talent just wasn't as dynamic. Like Ray McCloud is the number 3 receiver on this team. And Ray McCloud could really, his route running ability is that of a number 1 receiver. He gets open. He's just not I guess it's his size and it's his size and his hands probably take him out of the number 2 category for the most part. He ain't no number 2, but he got the route running ability of a number 2, maybe number 1. So Ray McCloud, his ability to get open is better than that of anybody else that was playing for Minnesota outside of Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson. But how many options did Kirk Cousins really have like that? Like he got now. I mean, he had options. Don't get me wrong. Justin Jefferson is a standout talent. But we talking about having that talent around you that's capable of taking some of the weight, taking some of the stress off your quarterback consistently. The Skanks almost lost the football. Matter of fact, I think they did lose football. Skanks lost football. It's a fumble. The young boy fumbled the ball. Well, they're calling it a fumble right now, but I'm pretty sure they're going to go back and look at it. Look like it could have been coming out as his arm was going forward. Nope, that's a fumble. So, them Broncos take the ball, take over on offense. I I hope they I I I hope they fail miserably tonight against the Broncos. But anyway, I digress. That's what I was talking about. See, with the Falcons, you got this dual backfield. You got this two-headed monster in Tyler J and Bijan Robinson that not only can take weight off of the shoulders of the quarterback in the run game, but they also can take weight off his shoulders by being an outlet, by being a check down, a solid check down. Nobody taking Tyler Jill down on the first on one tackle. The first guy not gonna take down Tyler Jill. You're lucky if the second guy take him down. You're gonna need a third guy to take down Tyler Jill. Bijan Robinson can make everybody and anybody miss in a phone booth. He can make you miss in a phone booth. They take the pressure off of Matt Ryan. Lord Jesus. I think I just went back in time in my head, y'all. I think I just time traveled. But they take the pressure off of Kirk Cousins. And I'm going to make that comparison in a little bit. But they take that pressure off of Kirk Cousins in the run game and in the passing game. And with Bijan being an excellent pass blocker, and with Tyler Algier being a decent enough pass blocker, with them being able to pass block, they are able to take away pass rushers and able to creep out in the flats, creep out in the seams. They're able to be a solid check down. And you got two guys that's capable of doing that. And if we being real, you got Avery Williams who can also do that if need be. What's up, really? 1090 in the building. He say home team. Yes, sir. I appreciate you coming through, really. What we talk about right now, really, is we talking about how your boy Blakberry is eating a little bit of crow. Just a little bit, though. Because I didn't say I didn't like the Kirk Cousins pick. I said I didn't know if I liked it. I wasn't sure. I was on the fence. And I think the majority of us was on the fence. I was excited to see the moves that were being calculated and made by Terry Fontenot, who I'm gonna finish tonight talking about more in depth about. But I seen the moves Terry Fontenot was making, the calculations he was making with the Jesse Bates signing last season, with the Justin Simmons signing this season, acquiring Judon. I seen these moves being made. He kept Mike Hughes on. I said Mike Hughes is a number two corner when healthy. You want a Mike Hughes. You want his veteranship, his veteran leadership. You want his know-how. You want his tutelage to hand out to the other guys like Carl Phillips III. You want Mike Hughes because he's going to be solid at number two. He can play inside and out, and he can travel as far as not necessarily travel like with the number one receiver on the other team. I'm talking about like travel within the secondary. He can go to strong safety if you need him to. He can do that. He can play in the slided corner. He plays outside corner. He's versatile. And he's solid. And he's been solid. I seen these moves Terry Fontenot was making. So when I seen the Kirk Cousins signing, I wasn't, caught off guard or anything. I wasn't on edge about it or like, damn, why we do that or scratching my head. I thought it could happen. I was just not too sure if I liked it because of that torn Achilles, because of them 12 years in the league, because he was already not a guy that was known for moving out the pocket and all that. But when you put the talent around a guy who's coming off of that torn Achilles, when you put the talent around him that can take the pressure off of him to always be the guy that got the answer, to always be the guy that's making the play, sometimes he need to be able to just get that thing to somebody that's going to make that play on their own. He just got to get it to him. Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. When you got these weapons that he can give the ball to, they can go make the play on their own. And let me not forget about number 12. Let me not forget about number 12. When you got the guys that you can give the ball to that can take the pressure off the quarterback to always have to fit it in a tight spot, always got to roll out and extend the plays to find somebody open. You got guys that's going to get open off the snap. Ray McLeod and Darnell Mooney, Drake London. These are guys that can get open off the snap. They don't need you to extend the play. Bijan Robinson coming out the backfield, mismatch. Even Tyler Algier coming out the backfield, who they not going to pay as much attention to, coming out the backfield in the passing game. He going to be open to get loose. And he's done that. That's taking pressure off your quarterback to always have to be extending plays, trying to squeeze it in a tight spot. When you're not worried about that all game long, and especially in the clutch, in the fourth quarter, when you got guys that can get open in the fourth quarter, you got guys that's taking the pressure off your quarterback to have to be this magic maker. You ain't got to worry about that. So that's the difference that I'm seeing right now. It comes in it benefits us this way. These close games. We've been having these close games for the last 5-6 years. This ain't nothing that's new to us. This ain't new to us. Coming down to the last possession, whoever got the ball last can't get in field goal range because it's a game winning field goal if we let them get in field goal range. We ain't new to this. The media might just now be taking note of this, that the Falcons been in these close games and now they got a quarterback that can get them over the hump. They new to this. We ain't new to this. We know that this been our goddamn deal for the last 5-6 years. Close game after close game after close game. You might have 2, maybe 3 games out of this season that's actually got some distance in the scope, whether it's us losing or winning. Everything else is close. One possession games. You got a quarter. That's the difference that we benefiting from now, having a Kirk Cousins and having Terry Fontenot do his thing with the contracts, doing his thing with the free agency in the trade and then on the trade blocks. When this is what we need to start getting used to, Falcon fans. This is what this team is going to be as long as Terry Fontenot is your general manager. I don't want to get ahead of myself. That's for later. But just understand, we finna dive into that later. But anyway, if I'm, going back in time, getting in my time machine, right? And I'm going back 2 seasons. We know that was the second season of the Arthur Smith era, 2 seasons ago. If I'm going back in that time machine and I'm looking at the moves that were made, matter of fact, let's go back to when Terry first got here and Arthur first got here. The moves that were being made, we was all trying to figure out whose moves are these really? Is this an Arthur Smith built team? Is this an Arthur Smith built team? Or is this a Terry Fontenot built team? Or is this an Arthur Blank built team? Or is Rich McKay pulling the strings? We didn't know what to think. They weren't giving us a whole lot to go off of in the media, right? Wrong. We just weren't paying attention. The Nuggets was always there. It was always there. Terry Fontenot has had his imprint on this the whole time. The whole time. When Terry got hired, okay, it's always been clear amongst himself and his boss, Arthur Blank, that whatever don't work here will not be here for long. If it's not working here, it will not be here for long. We got an idea of what we want to do. We want to be solid at the quarterback position, and we want to be ready for later at the quarterback position. But we going to understand how to make this money work all around the board. Now, quarterbacks got to get paid. It's time for everybody to just get out the goddamn feelings about the shit. Quarterbacks are going to have to get paid. The market is the market. It's nothing you can do about it. That's the business side of this whole thing. Agents don't look at Super Bowls. Agents look at bank accounts. They don't work. They don't look at championships. They're not looking at trophies and rings. They looking at bank accounts. They looking at stat sheets, because stat sheets mean money. They can give a fuck about a championship ring. So, keeping that in mind, we talk about $1 billion corporation right now in the NFL. It's $1 billion business. When the money come into play, you got to understand how the markets work. And the way the market works is when it's time for somebody to set the market, whether it's quarterback, receiver, whatever. When it's time for somebody to set the market, somebody got to get paid. And it's usually the teams that ain't been doing so well that's going to pay that quarterback that they feel like they need to keep around a little while longer, at least until they can figure out other things. I don't know, baby. You see it? You can take it downstairs. Anyway, my bad, y'all. God damn. The Broncos, they sorry as hell too. Come on, Bo Nix. You can do better than that. But anyway, so when it comes to setting these markets, these quarterbacks are going to get paid. Now, we can make the argument all day long that you can find more running backs, you can find more receivers, you can find more pass rushers, you can find diamond in the rough defensive back players. Hell, you can figure it out. But when it comes to the market with quarterbacks, y'all, it's just what it is. They're gonna get paid, especially if they done proven not to be too much of a liability. As long as they can throw the ball, as long as they can make all the passes on the passing tree, and they not fucking up, I'm gonna say 55% of the time. If they only fucking up 45% of the time, they gonna get paid. We might as well get used to that shit. But I'm looking at this Kirk Cousins and this Kirk Cousins deal, and I'm thinking to myself, this is a game changer. And I'm not talking about Kirk Cousins. I'm talking about the Atlanta Falcons and the way they've been moving. It's a game changer. When you understand how to work them books, how to make them books twerk, you got to make that shit twerk on them books, right? When you understand how to do that, but still bring in quality free agents, still be able to make quality trades on the trade block, you're setting yourself up for years of success. For the next 10 years, the Atlanta Falcons are going to be contenders to win championships based off of the way the organization is moving now. It's not moving like it was before. We got somebody up there, we got a shot caller now that know how to call these shots, that know how to make the right call. Now, if he got a miss, it's a miss that you can forget about. He ain't making moves that you gonna look at and be like, damn, shit, why we could have did something totally. Why we didn't do this? Why we do it? Now, of course, as fans, we gonna do that. We done it already the past 4-5 years. But everything's working out. You got a quarterback that can finally get Kyle Pitts involved in a positive manner. You got a quarterback who can get the ball in the end zone to the right team. You got a quarterback who can hold on to the foot. Well, actually, he don't drop that ball some this year. Now, Kurt, that is one blemish on your record this year. He done dropped that ball a few times. But he ain't turning the ball over like crazy. He ain't turning the ball over every damn game. Well, he ain't turning the ball over every game. He didn't. But he ain't turning the ball over like crazy. Now, he's turned the ball over. Don't get me wrong. But when he's been given another opportunity to make up for it, he's made up for it. That's something else that we've been missing. Short-term memory guys who not going to make the same mistake twice in a game. That's what we've been missing. Now, this is what the Falcons got, right? I wish I could do a film breakdown right now, but I ain't prepared for that. So, the running game, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier. We got a two-headed monster. And something that they was just talking about over on K-Style show is basically Bijan and Tyler being pinned against each other. Tyler taking touches from Bijan. After this season, is Tyler gonna be here? Listen, I ain't talking about all this shit. We in there now. We in right now. Right now, the Atlanta Falcons got the best running back duo in football. That's what's going on right now. Right now, Tyler Algier running like a man with a head on fire. Bijan Robinson is evolving more and more every game. The offensive line and the camaraderie and the chemistry that they have with one another and with the backfield, it's masterful right now. The blocking schemes are masterful. We haven't seen zone blocking like this. That's something that Swagoo and Dan Orlovsky, that's something that they were talking about. They don't put the ball on the ground again. Oh, my God. This game, it's a scooping. It's finna be a scooping score. Not unless it come back for like illegal hands to the face or pass interference or holding by the defense, some shit like that. Look like it coming back, y'all. The Skanks are ass. They are ass garbage. It's coming back. The little buddy got lucky. Little Rattler got lucky. Somebody was offsides. He fumbled the snap. He ran into his own offensive lineman that got beat on the line. And then he got strip sacked. It just so happened somebody was offsides. God damn it. They are ass. You hear me? Straight garbage. But anyway, when you got the backfield that we got with Tyler and Bijan, okay, this is a recipe for success. And what better gift to give a quarterback coming off of a torn Achilles? Yeah, really. Those uniforms is hot ass. It's trash. Boo-boo. Those uniforms are kabuki dookie. You hear me? But anyway, listen. Oh, the Skank's a hot mess, boy. But anyway, when when you got these two guys, all right, it's a recipe for success because you got your lightning and your thunder. And not only that, they're both young. They're both young. Right? We got two guys that ain't even in a prime yet. Understand that. Understand the gravity of that. You got two running backs that both could go for over 1,000 yards this season, respectively. And they are neither one of them in a prime yet. Neither one of them is in a prime. What better gift to give your quarterback coming off a torn Achilles than have a top 3 offensive line in the league, a top 3 offensive line in the league, and the best duo backfield in the league? What better gifts to give him? Of course, Kirk Cousins is elated right now. He probably laying down with Mrs. Cousins right now with a big ass smile on his face, and for more than one reason. He chilling. But we want to have these conversations about why did the Falcons draft a quarterback first round and they just paid Kirk Cousins all this money? And whose business is it? It ain't yours. Look at the rest of the team. The rest of the team is stacked. Why not shore up the quarterback position for the next 10 years? What? Why not? You got your secondary group. You got the two best safety tandem. You got the best safety tandem in the league. Don't nobody want to try them. That's one reason why we making teams so goddamn predictable later in games. They ain't finna try them boys. They not finna try Bright Right out there. That's Bright Right out there. You think they finna try Bright Right? No. Justin ain't playing that. They ain't trying them. They scared. AJ Terrell. Mike Hughes being a solid number 2. A young, rising, up-and-coming defensive back in this league in Carl Phillip III. D. Alford, who got it out the fucking mud on y'all motherfuckers and out there starting as a nickel in the NFL. We talking about a secondary that ain't going no fucking well. When Mike Hughes departs the number 2 position, Claude Phillips will be ready. Or we might draft for number 2 in the first round again. And y'all gonna be asking, well, why they draft a cornerback in the first round and they got shut the fuck up. Mind your business. That's why. Mind your business. You don't like it? Deal with it after we get that Lombardi. Deal with it. And then in the linebacker group, something I'm not fond of doing with linebackers is taking them out of the outside and putting them inside. Now, it's different when you take an inside linebacker and put them on the outside. That's different. But when you take an outside linebacker and put them on the inside, excuse me, that's something I don't want us to get in the habit of doing. But T1000, Troy Anderson, he's showing he belongs there. And when we get him back, him and Nate Landman together are going to be the best inside linebacker duo in the game. Caden Ellis, I want him outside more. Oh, that boy almost got loose. That boy almost took it to the house on them skanks. He almost took it to the house on them skanks. Well, they ass. You hear me? They is trash. Oh. It's gonna be a long night for them Skanks, y'all. It's gonna be a long night. They pounding that thing. They gonna run that thing down them motherfucker throats. They finna run it. Peyton finna run it down their throats. I bet you they did put this on primetime football. Sean Payton going up against his own team, his old team for the first time. I bet you they did. But anyway, Kirk Cousins is proving to your boy Blakberry that he good to go. Kirk Cousins look good, man. He look good. Now, when you're winning like we are, it's easy for fans to get a little complacent. And we got to remember to talk about the things that we can improve on. I see us improving on well, we know the pass rush can improve, but it ain't that we ain't getting pressure. It's that we not getting home. So when I see that, and we going into what week we going into? 6? What week we in? 7? Going into week 7, right? And I'm seeing that we last in the league in sacks. But I see when we watch the games, we see pressure being applied consistently. So we got to go back and dive. Well, what's going on with the pass rush, right? I look at first who we done played. So week one, we played who we played week 1? Fuck, I done forgot. Oh, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. So of course, we know that guy. All right. He can get out the pocket. He can escape pressure a lot. He's very good at doing that. All right. I ain't gonna say his name because it's like when you say his name or magical pixies come out of nowhere in the damn chat and want to goddamn talk more about him. But we know that guy for Pittsburgh. He's good at escaping. So who's number 2? Number 2 was Jalen Hurts, another guy who's really good at escaping pressure. Number 3, the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Wasn't it the Chiefs? The Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. We already know he's a little slippery dippery. We already know that. After Patrick Mahomes, it was your boy, the car, the dude who, the car guy, the guy with the broke down motor, the guy who needed transmission replaced. Derek Carr. Derek Carr ain't necessarily known for escaping, but he got some wheels on him. He's a little elusive. Then you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we already know that that boy, what his name is? Shit. Damn, why I can't remember them. Put in the chat that damn boy name for Tampa Bay. God damn it. I'm losing my goddamn marbles. Baker Mayfield. God damn it, there it is. We already know Baker Mayfield is good at escaping pressure. That's kind of like what he's thrived on in his career so far, is escaping pressure. Yeah, appreciate that, man, Pam. Baker Mayfield. We got a situation in the Skanks game. It's a pretty serious injury for the. I ain't gonna call them the Skanks right now, but it's a pretty serious injury for the Saints. Paulson Adebo, he's down. Looks like a leg injury. Looks pretty serious too. Got the whole medical staff out there. They just went to 2 commercial breaks for it, so it's a pretty serious injury. So Adebo is down. We're gonna wish him a healthy recovery. We don't like to see folks get hurt. I don't care what team it is. So hopefully Adebo, hopefully he all right. but he's sitting up right, so he's conscious. It's not a head injury, so it looked like his leg is pretty bad. When they sitting up right like that, and you know that it's serious because they got the whole medical staff out there, the team is surrounding them. They went through 2 commercial breaks. When you know it's serious. So when they sitting up like that, and they not and the player don't look like he in grimacing, gruesome pain, that thing probably done completely broke. It's done. Just from experience, y'all. So hopefully he'll be all right. Speedy recovery to a Debo, man. But I was talking about the linebacker group and how I want to see Kate Ellis utilizing his strengths more on the outside. I think that's what he's going to utilize his strengths more with. But we probably not going to see that until Troy Anderson is back fully healthy. And when that happens, it's going to be something to see. It's going to be something to see. That's where I believe we'll get better at the pass rush. Once we get Caden Ellis, Troy Anderson, and Nate Landman all back at the same time, we're going to see a significant difference in the pass rush because I believe Jimmy Lake, who I'm very hard on right now because I do, pause, but I'm very critical of him right now because I don't like some of the shit he do on defense. But I believe when we get that linebacker group back completely healthy, ain't nobody on no time watch, ain't nobody on no minute watch or minute restriction or none of that. Once we get that back, we're going to see a significant difference in the pass rush. We got to get more pressure up the middle. It can't just come. Pressure can't just come from the outside. You got to get more pressure up the middle. The thing is, when you got guys who are more so just lane cloggers, they just did a clog up lanes, like Eddie Goldman, David Onyemata, the young guys we got. They had somebody, or Roro or somebody has to be a inside pressure guy. We got to get pressure up the middle more often than we're getting it. Excuse me. It can't just come from the outside. With that being said, when you got linebackers that you can spare to send on blitz packages more often, that's going to help the interior line also get pressure because the double teams won't come as often. They're going to have guards trying to pull to that second level to get to that linebacker to keep him from being able to get up through there. That's going to happen more so often than what we're seeing. So when you got guards pulling to get to the second level, that's going to free up one-on-ones now in the interior. So the pressure will be there because they know the Troy Andersons and the Nate Landmans and the Caden Ellison. They know they can get after the quarterback when they come on them blitzes. I'm expecting to see at least a 30% increase on blitzes once we get that linebacker group back totally healthy. I'm excited, man, about these birds. I'm excited about them. I'm excited about Kirk Cousins. I'm excited about Drake London and Darnell Mooney looking like the best 1-2 punch in the receiving group in the league. I'm excited about that. This is what winning. This is what I want everybody to get used to. Get used to this. Let's take Kirk Cousins and let's take Matt Ryan. We're not looking at resumes. We're not looking at accolades. We're not looking at that. We're looking at the ability to make plays, the game-changing ability. And the Denver Broncos just went up 2 scores. The Skanks still got that. They still got that edge. It's finna be 13-0. Not unless Denver go for 2. If they go for 2 and make it, it'll be 14-0. If they go for the extra point, it'll be 13-0. If they make it. Right now it's 12-0. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 13-0 Denver Broncos. But Kirk Cousins delivers on third downs. Matt Ryan delivered on third downs. Kirk Cousins, excellent in the clutch. Excellent in the clutch. He's precise. He's accurate. He doesn't make the same mistake twice. Everything Matt Ryan was doing. You can rely on your quarterback to put the ball where it's supposed to be at the right times in the clutch. That's what Kirk Cousins and Matt Ryan share as far as qualities go. That's what they share. So you're trying to tell me, Blakberry, if I'm one of y'all talking to me, you trying to tell me, Blakberry, that Kirk Cousins is as good as Matt Ryan or is better than Matt Ryan? Which one you trying to tell me? I ain't trying to tell you damn one of them. I'm trying to tell you that Matt Ryan delivered when it mattered most. Kirk Cousins do the same thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That ability and that trait to use instincts and skill all in one and make it one trait. That's what I'm telling you they share. I ain't saying who better than who. I ain't saying that Kirk Cousins is good at Matt Ryan. I ain't saying that. I'm telling you they both deliver. You got that out of Kirk Cousins now. Let's look at the rest of the team. Let's look at the receiving group, right? Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod. Ray McLeod can get open. Darnell Mooney gets open. You don't have to extend plays for those boys. And they not your number one receiver. Drake London gets open. Drake London's best asset, his best quality coming out of college, coming out of USC, was that he could win the most 50-50 balls out of anybody in his receiving class. He was a 50-50 ball go-getter for USC when he played for him. He led the NCAA in 50-50 catches. He led the NCAA in that. That was his best quality. And because he took off a year, people thought, well, his route running ability ain't all that good. Why y'all making shit up? You don't know that. Big Wheel, what's happening with you?
What's happening?
What's happening?
Shit, I out on a little date. A little late, but I was out on a little date, man.
All right, now, hey, dates ain't over until the sun come up.
Shh, be quiet, man. You got
Dates ain't over till the sun come up, Big Wheel.
You trying to get me in trouble with Massa, man. You trying to
Hey, well, while I got you, Miss Pam say hi. She say hello.
Auntie Pam, what's happening, Auntie Pam?
Hey man, I just been having real good conversation, man, with the loyal compadres and compadre, man. Big Wheel, what's something you want to talk about? Because I don't think you ain't been live today, have you? This your first time going live today, right?
Oh yeah, I ain't been on nobody live today.
What's some on your chest today? What's some on your mind today?
Oh man. I got that same sentiment like I've been saying, bro. Like, let me cut down the TV a little bit. Got that same sentiment, like, basically, complimentary football is key, bro, for us. This team right here got so much talent. If we able to be complimentary on the offensive side, about like we If we can, like I've been screaming all week, my show, coach show, if we can got them be complimentary
Mhm.
to how we make the run game go off the pass game and the pass game go off the run game earlier in the games and not wait till halftime adjustment to do it, would be dangerous, bro. And it's simple. It's as simple as making tackles on defense. Stop over pursuing and wrap up. Stop everybody trying to do hit stick. You trying to be goddamn mad and geniuses and shit and hook stick everything. Nah, wrap up. You don't get paid off hit stick. You get paid off how many tackles you make.
Right.
That's what you get paid off of. So
So
shit, man. It's just that simple, bro.
so I asked on the Lockness podcast on Wednesday. Was that Wednesday or Tuesday?
Yeah, when you were popping them questions down there, yeah.
What's the best way? What's the best way to learn how not to over pursue, Big Will?
Maintain your gap integrity, breakdown. You got down pretty much. Once you at your level, you shuffling now. You ain't trying to. You know what I'm saying? He got to come to you.
Now, what's the best way to learn how to tackle, Big Will?
Wrap up, drive them damn feet. That's what you tell. That's how you tackle.
So I heard you say breakdown. I heard you say contain your lane. I heard you say wrap up and drive your feet, drop your hips, face mask in their chest.
Face mask up. Yeah, exactly. You got to see what you hitting. You got to see what you hitting.
That sounds like fundamentals.
Fundamental 101. And folks can hate on Dan Quinn all they want. One thing about Dan Quinn team, they was great tackling. Cause he practiced that rugby style tackling. They knew how to fucking tackle.
They tackle. Now, I feel like this. When you get a group of guys and a lot of them share the same outlook on defense, and that's they want to go bust somebody in the mouth. When you got guys that have that same thought process or how they go about playing defense, it's very easy to forget fundamentals because you got too many guys looking for that big hit. You got too many guys that think, oh, because I'm fast, that's going to make up for my lack of awareness. I can catch up to the play.
Right.
That was a problem with Troy Anderson early on in his career. But I
So
wish
he caught that interception. He got that interception. It's something switched on. You're right.
Now I wish he wouldn't have got injured because what I'm about to say would have been proven more, but we got a small sample size of it. But now instead of him waiting for a play to occur and then him trying to catch the play, he's anticipating the play and using instincts along with his skill set to make the play. So instead of him getting to the ball carrier, he's meeting the ball carrier when the ball get to the ball carrier, he's meeting them at the point of attack. That's the difference with linebackers. See, I need to do a goddamn course on how to be a linebacker.
Linebacker 101.
Linebacker 101. You got the this is something I always say. To play linebacker, you got to have some big cojones. And you got to be a little bit throwed the fuck off. Linebackers don't wait for plays. Linebackers go make plays.
Right.
If I'm Jimmy Lake, who I'm seriously critical about right now. Boy, the skank so ass, boy. What a sack. Was it a sack or just a tackle in the backfield? Hold on, wait a minute. Here it come. Here come the replay. Oh, okay. It was an end around reverse that did not work. Denver was all over it. But look, man, the play linebacker, you got to be a bit batshit crazy. You got to be a little throwed off. All right. And when linebackers get accustomed to throwing themselves into traffic, is what I like to call it. They develop a taste for blood. And fundamentals become something that become left on the back burner. We forget to do things. We forget to drop our hips. We forget to shuffle. It was some bit, Will, you had said a couple weeks back when I was listening in on one of the shows with Coach. And because me and you had talked about it earlier that week about how these corners got to stop playing 7+ yards off the ball in the slot. You in the slot.
All right. That
Why
nickel
you
cornerback, you
playing
can't
that
play. Right.
Yeah.
You like an extra linebacker.
You like an extra linebacker. You can't be that far off a damn receiver in the slot. The whole reason for them being in the slot is because they going to catch that thing real quick and they going to be able to have some space in front of them to go. That's what they want to do. They shifted route runners. That's why they in the slot. Boy, that boy just got, oh my goodness, it's over. Got somebody want a goddamn fight though. Boy, the Skanks look terrible. But anyway, but it was something you said about the DBs, and you was talking about how you shouldn't be going, your first step shouldn't be a drop back if you playing that far off. Your first step should be a step forward.
Or a lateral step.
Or a lateral step.
You know what I'm saying?
Your first step should actually be in a chopper position.
Right. That's that lateral chop, yeah.
You should be choppering. If you standing still or if you taking a step back, now standing still, you might get away with that if you playing that far off the ball. But if you're taking a step back, your first step is a step back, and you playing 7+ yards off the ball in the slot, you done failed already. You failed. You're not getting an opportunity to make a play on that ball or on that ball carrier. So forgetting the fundamentals is something that comes it comes easily at this level. One, they done got paid all their money, and they really boys becoming men coming into the league. So they still wet behind the ear. They still very immature. A lot of them still don't know jack shit about life, really. They just been caught up most of their teenage years because they athletes. So they get to, and now you done gave them all this money. Now they like kids in a candy store. They gonna forget how to work. They gonna forget how to work. Forgetting the fundamentals is forgetting how to work. So if I'm looking at these guys on this defense and I'm looking at how their team can improve, because I love winning, so I don't want to be too critical. But if I'm looking at how they can improve defensively, because we knew the offense was going to come along gradually. They didn't play in the preseason, so they came in cold. We knew that was going to happen, but they coming along. So if I'm looking at how this defense can improve, I'm saying to myself, well, first of all, the tackling has been ass, trash, hot, garbage. We got to get better with the tackling. If you get better with the tackling, you might shave off a quarter of these points that you're giving up in games. Maybe in first halves, we don't give up as much. If we learn how to tackle better, Big Will just said it. Break down, drop your hips, feet shoulder width apart, face mask in their chest, wrap up and drive. You done practiced it all your damn football careers. Don't forget what got you here. The fundamentals got you here. The ones who got here just off of their God-given ability, when they didn't have fundamentals at this level, they was washed out. God bless Bo Jackson. Probably the most gifted running back ever to lace up cleats. But Bo Jackson was just getting off of pure ability. And that is all. No fundamentals. That's why, to this day, a lot of people still putting Barry Sanders as the best running back of all time.
But
because
would you
of the
say
fundamentals. He was technically sound.
he didn't have fundamental or he had that goddamn instinct? His instinct was on ultra, like goddamn, like some Dragon Ball Z shit. He was on ultra instinct in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Cause that
yeah,
boy, him and Barrett was different, boy. You can have three defenders in the backfield. Think you got this man Kona. He got there, reverse that bitch the other way. He out the door.
yeah.
It's crazy.
The vision,
Yes, sir.
the hips and the feet all got to work cohesively together. Vision, hips, and feet, and that's for running backs and for receivers. When we practice so much as football
And for
players,
linebacker, Luke Kuechly is the perfect example.
and for linebackers,
Luke Kuechly look
vision,
like they knew. Yeah, my bad,
hips.
bro. Go ahead.
Are you good? Vision, hips, and feet. Like Big Will just said, Luke Kuechly was a prime example of that. Prime example. Clay Matthews, a prime example of that. All that work cohesively together. The body reacting to your instincts and the ability to be able to move in the manners that you need to be able to move to make plays. But it starts right here.
Yep.
And when Troy Anderson finally stopped trying to catch plays because now he's using his head, now we see a difference. Now we get to see that 4.45 speed or however fast it was. Now we get to see that. And not just him chasing down a play in the flat or chasing down a play in the seam, but him meeting the ball at the point of attack. It's a difference. When we practice this, as players, we practice this constantly. Meet the ball at the point of attack. Meet the ball there. Don't wait till the ball get there. Meet the ball there.
Right. And maintain your position. There you go right there.
So,
But like we have a lot of folks trying to play hero instead of doing their job. Take care of your lane. If your lane is the A gap, trust that your teammate gonna take care of that B gap. You know what I mean? Trust that your teammate gonna take care of that B gap. You do your job assignment. It's
do
like
you?
we like an engine. It's different
Yeah,
parts working together.
that's
Just like
right.
an engine, bro.
Yep, we use that metaphor the other week. It all has to work together. Now, let me ask you this, Will. Do you think getting a D'Amico Helms back, do you think that makes a difference on this defense?
Not really. He's a depth piece. So I wouldn't say he gonna make a difference, but I'm saying like it's just that simple, bro. If you're looking at a lot of folks are looking at the play call, but if you look at the plays, I went back and watched the film, they're in position. But what they doing, they're over pursuing or they're not making the tackle. We
Right.
seen Lorenzo Carter was there for the sack. He did a jumping jack goddamn sack, trying to get the jumping jack sack. I don't know what the hell he was doing. He was right there. He was right there, bro. So it's just
Now,
like we got to do our part. The play caller got you in position. We just got to do our part.
I want to put something up real quick. I want to put something up. I took a screenshot of something. Let me see if it's still here. Yep, it's still here. Hold on. I gotta send it and download it and all that good shit. Hold on. I want to show y'all something.
Did you see that interception Matthew just dropped? Straight to his ass.
Yo, cause he add too. He really not, but his team add, so he add too. Ah, shit. Hold on. Ass. Oh boy.
Poke tank.
Hold on. I'm finna show everybody something real quick. And then we gonna start rapping everything on up. If y'all hear noise in the
I
background,
almost feel sorry for the team if they won the Aints. By you being the Aints, I don't give a fuck. They can mud stump your ass out here.
Yeah. Like me Pound say Braylon Trice badly missed.
He was gonna be a big part. Yeah, he's gonna be a big part.
You know, I almost forget about that young boy until somebody mentioned him. All right, so
Man, they need to sign that boy Dennis Allen to a 5-year extension.
yeah, yeah, cause we need this out the skanks every goddamn season.
Every season.
God damn, she Denver ass too. Just dropped the
You
damn
see who
wide
on the other
receiver.
side over there coaching Denver?
Yeah, pay. All right, let's see. Let me put this up. All right, I want to show y'all something. Hold on, man, Pam. Let me take you down real quick. All right, so you see this play right here?
Oh shit.
You see this? You see this play?
Uh-huh.
All right. So we got some grievances here. We got some suspects here. So this here, that's holding like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one thing we didn't mention. We fighting the referees too.
Yeah.
We fighting the shit out the referee this whole year.
Yeah. The fact that we 4-2, knowing we still having to go up against these damn rails, it's telling of the tide that's turning for the Atlanta Falcons with this in what I'm calling the Terry Fontenot regime. Now that's holding like a bitch. Now this right here is holding too. Hand in the back. Referee looking right at the motherfucking shit. Hand in the back, holding. Now this was the scoring play for Carolina this past Sunday. This was that first score on that slant that Dalton threw. It's you can't miss this. This is plain as day right here.
And that's when we gave them another possession on a call that the referee called on our ass.
Exactly.
Because we was off the field.
Holding here as well. Now, this helmet to helmet. But I guess because it's not a ball carrier.
He lunching at that motherfucker.
Because it's not a ball carrier, I guess the referee said, oh, hell, big fella can take it. So, on one play, y'all, helmet to helmet, holding, hand in the back, clothesline, holding, and this play resulted in a score. It's when we still happen to go up against that, when you can still close football games out because you got a quarterback that got some nuts and gonna let that thing rip. And he's accurate and precise and he's persistent and he don't make the same mistake twice. When you got that going for you at the quarterback position, we was already stacked everywhere else. We knew that. Didn't nobody else want to acknowledge that. They wanted to acknowledge, oh yeah, the Falcons, just give them a quarterback. Maybe they'll be all right. That's how they looked at it. Just give them a quarterback. Yeah, we like Drake London. We like Bijan Robinson. Oh yeah, Kyle Pitts, he's a unicorn. Just give them a quarterback and maybe they can be something. They never really acknowledged the offensive line. They never really acknowledged Tyler Algier. They never really acknowledged the moves that Terry Fontenot been making since he got here. Now they have no choice because the uber talent that's around the quarterback position is just undeniable. You cannot ignore it. You cannot deny it. So I opened up tonight telling y'all, your boy Blakberry eating a little crow because I didn't know if I liked the Kirk Cousins signing. I didn't know if I liked it. 12 years coming off of 12 years in the league, coming off a torn Achilles, already a stationary quarterback. I was like, I thought it could happen, but I didn't know if I was gonna like it. I like this.
Yeah. I said him and your boy Russell Wilson would be good picks and like to get a veteran, you know what I mean, get a rookie up to speed, let him sit behind them and learn a little something. Only reason I said Russell Wilson because it was gonna be cheaper for him. He wasn't gonna cost him, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Denver was still paying him. So he wasn't gonna want a contract like that. But Kirk Cousins was the perfect one because he like a spitting image of Matt Ryan pretty much.
Right.
You know what I mean? A quick processor, which he does very well, and he ain't scared to let the ball go. So
And dare I say, something that Kirk Cousins has on Matt Ryan is I think Kirk Cousins is a more accurate passer. Now, Matt Ryan was good at putting the ball where it needed to be. And don't get me wrong, he was excellent at it. But I think accuracy wise, I see Kirk Cousins putting the ball in places that most quarterbacks still at this level trying to figure out how to make.
your boy Matt Ryan was doing the same thing. Now you don't remember that Super Bowl pass where he put that ball at for Julio?
Yeah.
He was
I
accurate. Your boy had some accurate passes.
I say he was accurate. I just say I think Kurt is a little more accurate. I just think he's a little more accurate.
He is.
Oh, okay. I'm getting the wrap up sign here, y'all.
Okay, yeah. You
So
don't want trouble mouse over there.
I don't want trouble, mouse. I don't want to be in trouble. So with that being said, man, hey, it's halftime for Thursday night football. That means we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. And I think that's a good way to do this too. I think I'm gonna do that from now on. We're gonna wrap up at halftime. We're gonna give y'all the second half for your Thursday night football. Big Wheel, man. Just let the people know what you got going on right now and what you want to shine some light on.
Man, y'all already know what it is with me, man. Find me on all platforms at Will the Georgia Reaper. Catch me on Wednesday nights at Everything Atlanta Sports at 7:05 p.m. And whatever AFN got going on, if I'm free, I'm there. You already know how it goes down. You hear me?
Yes, sir, Bob. Representing that home team like he does down there in the depths of Georgia, baby.
Yeah, sir.
So we didn't talk about Hawks in Georgia tonight, but I do want to. I'm gonna give him a closing statement, and it's gonna be based upon our dearly beloved Terry Fontenot. Fuck what you heard. The general manager of the year is here in Terry Fontenot. And about 6 years from now, if they give out a GM of the Decade award, it's going to go to Terry Fontenot. Whether anybody want to acknowledge this or not. Forget about Arthur Smith. Forget about your number 9. Forget about him. Forget about Marco Mariota. Forget about them. Forget about dancing, two-stepping Ridley. Forget about the two-step. Forget about Ridley. Forget about Julio walking out on after getting big money deal. Forget about Devontae Freeman getting injured after getting a big deal and coming back not being himself. Forget about the Super Bowl collapse. Forget about all that. Falcon fans, it's time to get used to winning. Get your head start on it. What's up with you, Ghost Peppers?
Ghost Pepper in the building.
I want everybody that's still watching. I want you to spread the word, and Blakberry said it. Get used to winning, Falcon fans. It's time to get off of this damn loser ideology. It's time to lose it. You're so used to losing, you still got loser ideology. It's time to develop that winning mentality. And the winning mentality that Terry Fontenot is giving is that we are going to be here, and we're going to be here for a long time. We're going to be contenders for a long time. Mark my words. Mark my words. In the next 10 years, the Atlanta Falcons will be in the Super Bowl at least twice, and we will have won at least one. Mark my words on that. Because I'm seeing the moves that are made. I'm understanding what's being done. And I'm acknowledging the work that is being put in. Terry Fontenot is the GM of the year. 6 or so years from now, he'll be GM of the last decade. This is what we are on the way to. Greatness, a dynasty. The fans, we got to get used to winning. Stop caring about who getting more touches than who. Kansas City Chiefs fans don't give a fuck about that shit. New England Patriots fans didn't give a fuck about that shit. San Francisco 49er fans, they didn't give a fuck about that shit. Who gives a flying who so what of a fuck? Who getting more touches than who? When winning comes into play, you stop caring about that. We're developing a winning culture now. As fans, we got to soak that in and take that in too. We got to embed that in here too. See, right now, our hearts are black because we're so used to being heartbroken by this team. Because as fans of a team in a city that's full of a multitude of different people from all sorts of different places, we stand true to the Falcons, and it hurt us to the core when they get this close but still be this far. Those days, I'm letting you know right now, are gone. They are gone. What we got ahead of us and what we got with us right now is a winning culture that Terry Fontenot himself has built and is continuing to build. You got Drake London, who gonna give you everything he got, day in and day out, night after night, game after game. He's going to give you 150% of Drake London effort. You got Kyle Pitts, who with all his talent as they say he is at tight end position. That's a whole nother story that I can't go into right now because I'm in closing. But you got him. You got a backfield that's the best backfield in football right now. I know the Baltimore Ravens. I know they got like outside the tackles or within the tackles, they averaging like 94 yards a game. They got Lamar Jackson. They don't count. You got the best backfield duo in the game right now. You got an offensive line that even when they have to sub out a position, they still holding it down.
That's good coaching, boy. That's good coaching.
That's good coaching. You got a defense who I'm gonna be the first to tell you it was paid for. They bought this defense, but they drafted well for it first. They put it together out the mud first. Need I remind you about D. Alpha? Coming out the mud. Starting at nickel. Terry Fontenot put contracts in place that we will not be broke as a team the following season, and we still got a $200 million quarterback. It's not a mistake. It's systematic. It's calculated. And it's diabolical. And when I put on my That's So Raven hat and I look into the future, I see us continuing this cycle every 4-5 years. The cycle will continue. The cycle will continue. Guess what? When it's Penix time, he gonna get a $200+ million contract too. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it's gonna come his third year. That's when he gonna get the start. Cause Kirk Cousins doing two in this motherfucker. One on we get we get a rain. We get a rain one on.
The cycle will repeat itself. This is every 4 to 5 years. Get used to this, Falcon fans. It's gonna be winning culture. It's gonna result into winning. The contracts, the drafting, the trade blocks, the free agency. It's going to continue because Terry Fontenot is just fucking good at what the fuck he does. We in the Terry Fontenot era. As long as Terry Fontenot is the general manager of this team, this is not whoever at quarterback era. This is not whoever at receiver era. It's the Terry Fontenot era. Get used to winning. Stop giving a fuck about who getting more touches. Just stop caring. My son walking. And while I'm sitting here giving y'all this gospel, my son just took his first steps. So with that being said, all praises to the Most High, and God be the glory. Big Will, I appreciate you coming through, big homie.
Yes, sir. Shout out to little goddamn Rex taking his step, man.
Yeah, boy. Hey, man, God is good. God is great. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming through. Ghost Peppers, Really 1090, Miss Pamela Johnson, everybody that came through. I appreciate you. If you was in the chat, if you was watching, I appreciate you. Be sure to share this out. Don't forget to hit that share button, but hit that like button.
Get my boy Page back where he need to be, man.
Yeah.
All the old followers need to come on over here. Find his page. Let's go.
Just come on back, but I'm patient. So I appreciate everybody coming through, Big Will, man. Shout out to you, man. Catch us on the flip side, home team.
Home team.
Night ride on the train.